Hey, very good, very good. I don't know. Unfortunately, I only have 100 characters to work with, so I'm trying to like rank for all this stuff on YouTube. But oh well. Wow, this Klaus Schwab tweet is really racking in the things. I can't believe this was made on November 30th, 2021. Like time just flies so quickly, man. But what are you gonna do? So anyway, this is Cannaverse, or I keep calling it CWorld because that's what you see here. And obviously it's not a very nice looking website, but obviously they're going to improve on it eventually. This is the actual homepage. My camera's covering the couple of links on the top, which says Roadmap and Cannaverse app. But with that being said, this is a weed themed project. Obviously, as a Christian, I'm not really supposed to be pushing stuff like this, right? Because you should not be getting high. But with that being said, the only good thing about it is it'll make people mellow. So, they're a lot less likely to be violent, right? Because of all those evil, I try to keep this video clean. All those evil people that are punching us and pushing us Asians like on the oncoming trains, like that's actually happening. Luckily, not often. Right, killing people, maybe that wouldn't have happened if the asshole was high, right? So it's not ideal, but it's a good stopgap measure band-aid until people listen to Jesse Lee Peterson and forgive mom and dad and stuff. So with that being said, I actually wanted to pump and dump this project. Oh, you can see their people here. I know she is actually real, at least on Telegram, because she sounded like a real woman. And then this is the guy that did the live docs AMA, where you actually see his face. And on top of that, I think Bougie actually is the one that designs these art graphics. So I don't know. I don't know if she's working on the website, but she probably should. But oh, maybe this Taylor guy. He's the webmaster, so maybe he doesn't have the designing skills. But either way, they'll eventually make this site look a lot better. For now, they just want to get something out there. So anyway, yeah, so this is a weed-themed website or project node. So it's basically a fork of, it's pretty much another universe node fork or the node concept. See, the thing is, because Playmates is actually pretty good, but the problem is it's a little too like adult themed, and I don't want that on my channel. So, so if you missed Playmates, you can get it in the Cannaverse World or Can World or CWorld. Yeah, so obviously they're kind of a really small team. They're trying to get everything organized, but obviously the most important thing is, are they legit? So far, they've been quite legit. So anyway, I was trying to pump and dump this because that's what I'm doing now is day trading and pumping and dumping launches now. And if it's actually legit, I'll either stay in it or wait for the price dip, right, and just buy after that. Because obviously rug pulls occur usually instantly, a few minutes after launch, or sometimes like Astralis Money did 22, 24 hours after they launch. So when I try to put these new projects out there, unless it's like Eris Finance, which I just did the video on, I usually wait a few days, preferably, before I cover the project, because that way it helps ensure that it's less likely to be a rug pull scam. So, and as always, right, whenever you get into a project, unless it's clearly, obviously, and 100% legit, like you're going on Trader Joe XYZ, right, to do a trade. There you could probably be assured that it's probably a legit site. Always just assume every project you invest in is a scam. And then invest accordingly. And then work backwards from there. Most people think forward. You want to think backwards. I mean, you have the goal in mind in the end, but you got to work backwards from that. That's how I'm able to figure all this shit out. Right? And I pass that knowledge on to you. But at the end of the day, I can't make you drink water. You're the horse that has to choose to drink the water. I already made my decision, right? I'm like consuming the entire river or whatever, Water is so tasty. So anyway, so you can read all this. Obviously, I'm not going to read this, but basically it's 3% daily. There is a maximum node size of 500 upon creation. So it's kind of like Universe, right? Where Univ, I think the maximum size of a planet is 200 million, right? So it's basically the same thing, but the numbers are much smaller and more manageable. And I have to pull up the let me pull up the DEX chart for this, because I didn't actually because I just did my Eris video, and it's like so short. It's like 8 minutes. It's like, oh, I have nothing else to talk about because it's just still launching. All right, so this is Cannaverse World. It launched with like $1, so I'm already in technically a little bit in profit. All right, I just gotta because right now I'm actually compounding and withdrawing. I think I'm gonna do 1 day compound, next day withdraw, 1 day compound, next day withdraw, and just grow my stuff from there. Grow my weed from there. This scary looking candle was actually because the dev actually explained it in Discord in the mods. So basically what happened is there's a 24-hour limit, right? Assuming any of you read my description for this video. There's a 24-hour sell limit, right? You can only sell 10% technically of your node wallet size. So the example I gave is you have 1,000 CWorld worth of token weed. You can only sell 100 per day every 24 hours. But you can raise your limit, quote unquote, by compounding and then selling the next day and then so on and so forth. And you're getting 3% daily, all right, on whatever is in your nodes. So because this project just launched, I was trying to enforce the 0% or 24-hour limit. Because there were no sells in the previous 24 hours, because obviously the project just launched, the bot got confused, or the contract got confused and dumped everything, and then they initiated a manual buyback to fix the price back at $1. And they said it'll never happen again because now they have actual sell data. And then I don't want to go through all the technicals, but the point is they fixed the problem really quick. And in fact, the price is now at what it was before this annoying, little bug. I mean, it's not really a bug; it's just an error in the basic logic of the contract, but it more or less is fixed. So if you were able to buy at the bottom of this dip, because by the time I thought, hey, I can buy this dip, it was already too late. They initiated the buyback. And the important thing is, I think this thing actually has a $1 enforced buyback. Now, I think it has to be manually triggered, right? So this thing should never fall below $1. But to be honest, this should really be worth about as much as Playmates. But with that being said, because there's so much anti-whale mechanisms in here, specifically the 500 node limit, you can keep creating 500 weed nodes, but that can be annoying for someone. And then 2, there's a 10% sell limit on your whole wallet account. So I think that just kind of like turns off a lot of big whales and whatever, and that's actually fine. We're perfectly happy just having a stable project because the guy was really trying to make sure that doesn't happen. So for now, there's a very small liquidity pool. Right, it's like 35.3 tokens, 35.3 thousand. The BNB side of it looks pretty solid. And let me see, is this minting tokens? Yep, let's go back here because I want to actually go over my little thing over here. And unfortunately, BSC scan, as it always is not working. Okay, so we have a 500,000 CWorld, 223 holders, so not bad. So I don't know if it's going to be like Playmates, where basically it recycles its own reward pool. So basically it doesn't have to mint new tokens. So far, I've not seen any new tokens mint. So I'm kind of curious. So this is the contract, that's the liquidity pool, this is something else, and then one of these is supposed to probably be the reward pool. So I don't know if I want to go through this thing. Okay, so we have create node with tokens and 8289A7. Okay. Okay, out. Let me see. Add node value. Okay, so this is it's just like this is just like Playmate. So basically they're so these guys might actually be a Playmate fork actually. Maybe not a Univ fork. Maybe I should actually write shoot, I don't know, I want to change it right now. Oh wow, Z shares are they're actually selling off. Yeah, that's fine. I knew it was gonna sell off, that's fine. I'm actually referring to Zoom Finance. Zach in our group actually said He was the mod for, what was that scam project that we poached him from? I forgot what it was, but there's so many projects now and a lot of rug pulls that I can't even remember all of them, man. You know, it's kind of like trying to remember the name of like all the people that cops have killed, and they were and the people they killed were innocent, but the cops like don't do anything, like they never face justice. Nowadays it's getting a little better, right? But you know, the price is, you know, we have more crime, so it's like, you know, take your pick. But anyway, yeah. So it's just like, so I was thinking about, I might actually want to change this to Playmate fork. Um, Let me see. Let me actually edit my description. I'm not going to put in the title because I'm already at the max limit. I actually don't want to be ranking it for it too badly. Let's see. Based on the reward pool contract address, this seems to be more of a R&D Playmates fork, which is even better because no new tokens are being minted yet. This is actually a very sustainable project so far. This will lead to much better sustainability, unlike what's happening with Universe money. It's a shame too, because I actually like Universe money, but they're minting too many tokens, right? And obviously they're all aware of it. So whatever next solution they come up with, I'm sure will be for the betterment of the project. But in the meantime, it's basically doing exactly, because you can see right here, it says create a node, and it's going, and the tokens are being put in here. It's exactly like Playmates. So this is really good. This is like a very undervalued Playmates project. And basically, I went full in on this. Not only did I buy the full one Binance coin limit pre-sale that was publicly open on Pink Sales. You can check it for yourself. I don't feel like getting the thing, but I bought the whole. The limit was one Binance coin, so I bought the whole thing. It was like 90 cents each or $1 each or something. It was a very good deal. And then at launch, I bought a shit ton more because like, okay, let's do this. It's like, okay, these guys. It's like we basically all agreed in the crypto group that we were like, you know what? Look at how far they're going to be as legit as possible, including showing themselves to the entire world. And there's like thousands of people taking screenshots of the dev's face. It's like, you know what? If this really turns into a rug pull, they should take our money because they they earned it by doing so much hard work, right? Because that's the other thing about rug pullers. They do literally the minimum amount of work. They do no work. They just want to get in and steal your money and then get out, right? Like the asshole that stole money from my bank account. And now I've got this stupid problem to deal with for the next, 2.5 weeks. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I did a refresh. Yeah, so because there's not really a lot of activity going on, it's kind of like how the French are. Like they're very relaxed, right? Unless they want to go out and protest and burn a car or something. That's kind of what's going on in France right now, apparently. I wouldn't mind participating in something like that if that's like part of the French culture, because that actually is a thing, right? In France, every New Year, there's a tradition where you burn cars. Like, this is actually, I'm like, what? I hope they don't just take someone's random car. It's like, I assume they use like they buy a car, like someone, like the community chips in to buy the car, and they all agree to burn it. They don't just steal your car on the street. I mean, that would be kind of mean. I mean, it's like, how the guy he or she's got to go to work, need their car. So obviously, the initial fear was this was a honeypot, but we have to wait 24 hours. But you can clearly see the cells are working. I will be getting my rewards in about 5-6 hours. So I think today I take profit because yesterday I did compounding. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But the thing is, I need to refill my Binance coin because I did put in a total of 1.4 Binance coin in this, and I've already pulled out. I don't know. I don't even know. I put in like 0.2 Binance coin, and then I sold it for like yesterday on Node Creation for like a 5% Binance coin profit, so whatever. So I basically made like 25% profit because it went from $1 to $1.35 or whatever. So I was like, I'm very happy about that. So yeah. So anyway, and the nice thing is when you create a node, you instantly get 1 day's worth of reward instantly. So you can compound it or withdraw it. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, so this is like a very slow version of Playmates, but it's so much more stable. So, I don't know if you're gonna become a multi-millionaire. Maybe eventually you can, because this is just a very relaxed project, which makes sense because it's a weed project, right? And I have nothing in here, so there's nothing showing up. So I just took a screenshot of my nodes, right? This is my Twitter here. You should actually follow Twitter. I actually have not been good with following the Twitter projects of like projects that I'm eyeing my launch on, but I mean, I'm day trading a lot of them, so I don't know how helpful that is to people. But if it's that good, even though I'm not in it, I'll do the content and make a video over it, because obviously I need to grow this channel. So the more content I pump out, right, just like Dow King, the better for all of us. So this is my thing, and I actually named my nodes, based on how much CWorld weed tokens that I use to create these nodes. So it gives me a kind of frame of reference of what did I start with and how much profit am I making. So, and then you can see this is your wallet size. Your wallet shows up on the upper right. That's why I blacked it out. And then, yeah, there's really all there is to it. You can claim it or you can compound it. And then there's a claim all button. There does not appear to be a compound all button. So maybe that's something that devs can add later. But for the most part, you have to compound manually. And I think the gas fee is like your usual 0.0012-ish of a Binance coin. So it's not too bad. Yeah, so for now, I just have these two nodes because obviously 500 is the max, and then this one's 62. I've already compounded it a little bit. And then that's it, just relax, chill, right? Because that's what weed people do, and then just earn 3% daily, right? And just remember, all right, your sell limit is this total value here. So in my case, mine would be 59.44645, blah, 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 right? But, I already sold just about everything just to get a little bit of money back in case it was a scam. Because remember what I always say, right? If the project is a scam, you want to try to get your money out ASAP. But if it's legit, then you make slightly less money, but you get a little bit back. The point is, you want to keep making money. You don't want to lose it in rug pull after scam after scam. So you got to learn to balance risk versus reward. This is what risk and money management is all about, right? This is crypto. This is DeFi. People could call it the Wild West, right? No, this is outer space, okay? It's worse than the Wild West. It's literally outer space. So you scream or you die, no one's ever going to find you, all right? In fact, no one's ever going to hear you, all right? You watch like that Amazon show, The Expanse, that's exactly what happens all the time, all right? It's like no one, like it's impossible, all right? So, but whatever analogy you want to use. So, and then people are already messaging me on Discord. So anyway, I like this project. It's doing very well so far. The only bad thing about it is the website looks ugly, but I don't actually care. I just care that it works and it's legit. You can polish this up later for like $500, right? I mean, once they get some, money. And now that I actually have discovered this, because I didn't actually know, I'm actually going to leave this. I'm actually going to add this to the. Why is there a restream.io? Okay, oh yeah. Reward pool. Yeah, reward pool that mimics the R&D Playmates pool. Very bullish. Okay, so I'm going to leave that description there so you guys can take a look on the BSC scan so you can check this out. So it looks very, very good, but yeah. Like you can tell because it says add node, there's people compounding, and you can create a node. That's someone creating a node for this amount, 376.2192, blah, blah, blah. In fact, if I hit refresh, yeah, no, I don't think there's anything, yeah, there's no new transactions. So that's the only other thing. It's basically kind of like a somewhat stealth launch too. So that's why there's not a lot of activity going on as well. But whatever, it'll eventually grow. And of course, you got the anti-dumping mechanisms. So I'm very happy with this. Honestly, I'm not killing it at the bank because right now my money is stretched between all of these projects, but this will make me a decent amount. Like today I should get, what's 3% of this? So let's just say 600, that's 18 tokens, right? So I'll get a little less than 18 tokens. So whatever, I don't want to whatever, and then it's worth $1.35. I can do it in my head, but I'll just do it online. Oh, let me see. Is it an emergency? Okay. Okay, this is a problem because all these assholes from Fire Financial or whatever they're called, I'm getting all the fucking spammers from there. It's really annoying. But yeah, it wasn't anything. It was just stupid spammer invite shit. Alright. I usually do. I definitely block you, but I sometimes report you the more annoyed I get with you. Alright, when you send me random spam invites to a project and I don't even know who you are. So today I will make $1.35 times 18 tokens. So not bad. I make $24.30, and then I think I've spent. I might have wrote this down in my sticky notes. Okay, so I changed my thing. So basically, I spent like $560 to invest in Cannaverse World. So I get my money back approximately after 30 days. Right? That seems to be the average. You usually get your principal back in a lot of these high APY yields after about 30 days. Yeah. And I thought since Universe is, just, really having problems. I mean, there's a lot of buy pressure, but the sell pressure is too much. That's why the price is going down. Like, they need to come out with another... I hate to suggest it, but Universe does need to implement a sell tax, too, on the open market. And then just use that to not only dull the pain, but use that money, tax money, to buy back and burn or something, But anyway, that's Cannaverse World. You can check it out. So far, it really checks out so far. Like, no red flags, right? Obviously, just ignore the ugly-looking website because who cares, right? That's actually not really that important. It's nice to have a nice-looking website, but it's actually not that important. Everything else is more important. Right, and then eventually they'll fix everything up because they're already working hard fixing like a million different bugs. So whatever. And yeah, I'm making money off of this, right? Hopefully I'll get my original principal back after 30 days, and after that it's literally free money. And on top of that, it's juicing up my Binance coin so that I have some liquid cash ready to go in each of my wallets to go after the next pump and dump launch, right? So yeah. So anyway, that's Cannaverse World, and of course, I don't see anything in chat, so I don't know. I already made 2 videos, including this one, so I guess, what's the next video I have to make? Let's see, I got R-Joe and S-Joe. I got a summary of all of these forks and which one is good and bad and the risks and rewards. That's going to be a thing. And then I actually want to probably include Zoom Finance, a Tune fork. It's a brand new launch, so I probably want to wait a couple days on it, which makes sense because that would be around Sunday, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to save that summary video for maybe Saturday night, and then on Sunday I'll whatever. Because I need a couple more days to find out if this is the website I'm talking about. Close this. I guess I could close Tuum for now. It's been doing really well, thanks to Harry E. I didn't feel like doing a video on that, so just said just go to Dow King's YouTube to talk about that. I think it's called, let me make sure I'm not getting a fake website. So, yeah. I don't know why people do XYZ for a domain name, but I guess it's because it's available. Switch to Phantom. Okay. Oh yeah, so this thing is just going way too high right now. I'm trying to figure out why this is, but I think I understand. So, yeah, this project launched today, I think. And it just went, it did the usual thing, up and down. But yeah, right now, let's see. Can I see the... Oh, okay, I gotta connect here. It's so useful to have this dummy account. So useful. Zoom Phantom Liquidity Pool. Yeah, so daily APR has just dropped to 112.45. It was at almost 300% a couple hours ago. And then this is the Zoom shares or Z shares. Okay. Yeah, so it's very much mirroring it. But yeah, what's happening is everyone is buying this up to go in the liquidity pool for Zoom. And then and then you get rewarded in Z shares, and people are dumping the Z shares so they can buy more Zoom. So eventually this will equal out, and then the price on this will collapse, I think, to what it should be worth. Because the peg on Zoom is supposed to be 1 Zoom to 1 Phantom. So, right now it's overpriced, but for now I don't really care because I'm earning so much from the daily APY that basically going to get most of my money back. And then eventually, I'm probably going to actually want to basically do the same thing I'm doing 2-ohm, right? Just stack Z shares. But again, this just came out today, so I have a very little money risked. But they do have a Discord and a Twitter, or Twatter, like to call them. But I like it better than the other forks because this site looks really good. It's still got the, I don't know why, but I guess it's because of Phantom. There's always like a Halloween spooky kind of theme, which makes sense because it's Phantom. So you think Phantom of the Opera, the spooky Halloween costume people, vampire shit, which is fine. So yeah, this looks very nice. This looks really nice, right? In this case, a good-looking website does matter, all right? Because it's like if it were ugly, I maybe would be okay with it, but it helps. It definitely helps a lot. And of course, Zach was the one that recommended this to me a couple hours ago in the Elite Discord. So, and Zach was the one that called out the rug pull. I can't remember the name of the rug pull, but he was a mod, and then he called out the problem with the contract, and then they removed his mod and then tried to make it look like he was a mod when he wasn't, and they called it out. So. So yeah, he did the right thing. That's why I really wanted him in the Discord. So I trust him to not only be honest, but also to do his homework, right? So yeah, I'm putting this in, and I don't know, getting in early on like a 2-ohm. I'm kind of curious to see how that'll work out, because I do know this is already 4 times more expensive than it should be. So I don't know, maybe for now, I'm going to assume that this is way overpriced by 4 times, right? Because it's supposed to be 1-to-1 Phantom. But we'll see. I'll just observe, and then after a few days, then I'll know it's not a rug pull. I mean, I know. We're supposed to have Cannaverse World, and now I'm just going off now. Genesis pools, major use cases, high yield, algorithmic, blah 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 blah. 31 minutes. 31 daily finance, yeah. I mean, I'm already following a bunch of this shit, so for now I'm just going to leave it, because I don't want my Twitter shit to get too diluted here. Like, this is a very valuable metric that I have, like, where I follow very few people, so. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to just... No, they're the original. I'll leave it. Okay. Alright, radiator's turning on, so... Alright, so you can check out Zoom Finance, even though I haven't done the video yet. I only put in like $50, but I'm compounding everything. And then Cannaverse World, put in whatever you feel like. As always, a small amount, right? Just try it out. And then, yeah, I don't know, it's going to be good. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know what it'll be. I think it's the one where I compare all these types of projects, titano forks, universe forks, DeFi yields, or whatever. And then the pros and cons of each, and then whatever, right? Thanks for watching. See you next video. Oh, and like, subscribe, share, help spread this channel around, because you never know. Like, if you actually provide good content and comments, I'll invite you to the Discord. But that can't happen if you're not subscribed and you're not being helpful in the comments and, doing some legwork. And we do need to invite either smart people or rich people to the Discord, or you're a developer or a mod or something. So, yeah. Anyway, see